Hello, all you beautiful people out there. This is our first time doing the show. This is my son Brandon,
What's up?
and I'm Dwayne. And last year we did this not on camera, and we did very well. We had really good records, winning records, and so we thought we'd put it on YouTube and see if we can help some of you people out there and win some money or just brag about how your picks are good. So I hope you enjoy the first week of the NFL, and please do me a favor and like and subscribe this channel.
And also, don't forget to hit that notification button.
Ding ding, little bell. So we're going to get started right away, and we're going to start with Thursday Night Football, and we have Baltimore at Kansas City, and Kansas City giving up 3 points. And my pick is Chiefs. And I think they'll win by 7 or more. I think they're going to beat them pretty good. Andy Reid is a genius. And I think that you give Andy Reid and Mahomes some time to prepare for the Ravens. I think they're gonna have their team prepared. And I think Mahomes is going to have a good game. I think he has a new set of receivers. And I think that Worthy is going to be special. I don't know if he's going to be special early because Reed likes to bring along the rookies slowly. So we'll see.
Well, I like your Chiefs pick, but I got to go with Ravens, getting 3 points. I just like them this year. They got Derrick Henry in the offseason, and I like Lamar Jackson at the quarterback. If you didn't know, Chiefs were 15th last year in scoring, and last year they lost the Lions in the opening season.
Who won the Super Bowl?
Okay, well, the Chiefs won the Super
sorry.
Bowl. But I mean, Ravens, I just like their defense. I think they're gonna stop Mahomes on that. But who I do like is the addition of Derrick Henry, and he's a beast when he goes against Andy Reid in his defense. So what I think the Ravens need to do in this game, you need to run the ball more. I think the passing with the secondary, I know it's a little young, but they still got Justice Reed and Trent McDuffie over there, who are two solid corner and a safety. But they lost Snead, so that's going to hurt them a lot on the defensive side of the ball. But for the Ravens, they need to run the ball more on the left side because the two guys at the left of the defensive line, not they're very good at stuffing the running back and the line of scrimmage.
But I think you got it. Hopefully your coach has that game plan.
Well, I hope he does, and I hope he's smart, because he was not smart in the AFC Championship game. I'm going to tell you that.
And just don't forget this. This is the last thing we'll talk about this is Kansas City has won 6 straight against the spread last year, 6 in a row, and 3 of them they were underdogs. So I think it's going to go the way I think, and you have yours. So we'll see who at the end of the week who has more wins and losses.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're going to move on. We're going to move on to Green Bay at Philly, which is really at Brazil, and they can't even wear their green uniforms over there because it's against the rules for some reason for the soccer team or something.
It wasn't a soccer team. It's like it has to do something game thing.
Yeah, they have to wear black and white.
Yeah.
And you heard the corner.
I think that's
just, what's his name talking about how he's not a real fan of going over there.
I think that's just on the NFL. I don't know what they should have looked over that.
Yeah,
having 2 teams who wear green as their primary colors.
Yeah, exactly. So Philly is favored to win by 2.5, and I forgot to mention in the KC game the over and under is 45.
Oh, yeah.
And the over and under on this game is 48.5. So they're thinking there's going to be a little bit more scoring on this game. I think Philly wins by 4. I think that the Eagles have too many weapons, and with the best offensive line and Saquon Barkley back there, I just think it's a recipe of a lot of passing and running, and I think the passing is going to complement the running, and the running is going to complement the passing. And I think it's going to be very difficult for Green Bay to be able to play defense against that high power offense. And I think that the Eagles got a lot to prove because they did lay a big fat egg last year towards the end of the season. And that's no pun intended, but that's literally what they did. So I got Philly giving up 4 points. I mean, 2.5 points. And I think they win outright by probably more than 4 even.
Well, I like your pick, but I got Green Bay taking 2.5. I just like Green Bay. I liked them last year at the end of the season and towards the playoffs when they destroyed the Cowboys. And even though they played good against the Niners in the first half, but the second half, I don't know what happened. They kind of faded away.
Our Niners are that good.
The Niners were good. The defense was good, and Jordan Love kind of went back to his first start of the season. He's throwing picks.
Hopefully, he's forgotten about that. And
yeah. Mm-hmm. But what I do like about the Packers though is their defense. They've got a new defensive coordinator. The last one sucked. No one, like, even the Packers fans didn't like him, but they like their new defensive coordinator this year. But since you're talking about Saquon running the ball and they have a great offensive line, I see Saquon do good in the passing game, but I don't see him do good in his running game because Packers have a great run defense. I mean, a great run defense. They stuff the running back at the line a lot.
That's going to be a that's going to be a great competition right there because they're, a great offensive line and a great defensive line.
Yeah.
The one that usually wins is the great offensive line because they know where to block these folks and these big guys. And that's my take on that.
But with Preston Smith, Kenny Clark, and Rashawn Gray, I mean,
I'm not gonna argue those names.
That was pretty good 3 defensive linemen over there.
Saquon Barkley's a star, though.
And what I do expect, though, is more of the passing game. I expect Jordan Love to throw the ball more in this game. Because if you look at it, I mean, the Eagles, they revamped their secondary, but...
Not proven, though.
Not proven, but the last year, they were terrible against the pass.
They were.
Terrible.
They were.
And this Eagles secondary, they're young. They need more experience. And I will say, like, Darius Slay, he's getting older. He's losing a step. And they're going to this game without their middle linebacker, Devin White, and their other cornerback, James Bradbury. So it's going to be tough for the Eagles on the defensive side, but with Love throwing the ball around, finding his weapons, and now having his new buddy in the backfield, Josh Jacobs, I think they take this one out.
All right. Well, there you have it. I'm taking Philly minus 2.5, and he's taking Green Bay plus 2.5.
Oh, and
in Brazil.
And I have Packers winning by 10.
Oh, this guy, he has Packers winning by 10.
I'm not confident in the Packers.
Man, I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that makes Green Bay look good, and they're not as good as being advertised, in my opinion.
We'll see.
So we'll see what this season has.
Night.
I'm not saying they're not going to do their own thing, and they're going to probably make playoffs, but they're not that good.
They're going to make playoffs.
They're not that good to me. But let's see what happens.